Hello and welcome to Ivy Moose Airport Stretch. We're going to start standing, stretching the side of the body, just gently taking the hands over the head and stretching from left to right. This practice will require minimum to no equipment, so you can do it anywhere when you travel. Next, we take goddess or horse stance pose to open the hips after long hours of sitting and sending one shoulder to the middle and then the other to stretch the spine and bring back the blood flow into our back. You can sway from side to side, pushing the knees outward. Next, we're going to stretch the front side of the body, taking a high lunge, pushing the hips towards the ground, the chest towards the sky, side bending, using a bench for support, and taking a gentle twist to keep stretching the spine. Next, we're coming into pyramid pose, squaring the hips towards the ground, supporting our balance on a chair or on the calf, stretching the back side of the leg after all this sitting, and we're changing sides using a chair or a bench for support, stretching the leg behind us, sending the chest towards the sky, a long line from the fingers to the back leg, taking a side stretch to intensify the opening, and taking another gentle twist. Coming again into pyramid pose on that side, sending the hips back, the foot forward, and creating a length into the back chain of the front leg, releasing. Coming into assisted down dog, putting the hands on a chair in front of us and maybe starting to twist to the left to the right, bending one knee, then the other, sending the hips high, the chest down, twisting with using one hand on the opposite calf, look under the armpit, maybe bending the knees if that's comfortable. This is your practice, so modify as you wish with whatever equipment there is around you, twisting to the other side and releasing this improvised down dog. We keep stretching the hips, opening the legs as wide as it feels comfortable and really squeezing the glutes from behind to work into the abduction of our thighs and open into the hips. Maybe stretching from side to side with the upper body, creating different angles and activation throughout the whole body. Taking a gentle twist as fast or as slow as you need to, focusing on feeling good throughout the whole body, even though we're working mainly into the hips. And maybe sit onto the bench behind you, keep opening the hips, going into figure 4, flex the toes of the foot in front of you, push into the knee away from you and gently twist towards the foot that is flexed. This is going to intensify the stretch, the opening of the side hip and opening into the shoulders, maybe using only one elbow towards the sky or clasping the hands from behind if this is accessible for you, staying up or folding forward if this feels comfortable. Keep flexing the toes onto the top leg and sending the knee away from you and switching sides. One leg for sure is going to feel different from the other, so take it easy. The back hand can support you wherever it feels comfortable to feel the balance, feel the stretch, engaging the toes, pushing the knee away from you, sending the shoulder towards the midline to stretch and opening the shoulders, either supporting the elbow facing towards the sky with the opposite hand or clasping both hands in the behind the back, and if it's comfortable, bending forward to work on the stretch. After long hours of sitting in cramped seats, the whole body needs a little bit of opening. So that's what we're doing, multitasking in all the possible joints and muscle groups and releasing, coming back into the same goddess or horse stand pose, but sitting this time, and keep twisting Our spine tends to get so stiff from the long hours of inactivity, so twists are never too much. Keep pushing the knees away from you to keep opening the hips and releasing. And of course, some love for the neck, sending one hand away from you and tilting the head towards the opposite side, creating generous space between the hand and the neck, and bringing the hand towards the ground, playing with the angles and the intensity, and then changing sides. Very active in that stretched hand, like you're pushing a wall or something else away from you. Be gentle in the way you're tilting your head, and maybe also change the angle, bringing that arm lower. Release. And now we're going to keep stretching the front side of the body. Tilt forward onto the seat. The fingers of the hand look towards you and send the hips towards the sky. Yes, it looks a bit weird doing this on the airport, but it feels so good into the shoulders. Take one leg under you and send the knee towards the ground to stretch into the front thigh, into the hip flexors. You don't even have to put the knee onto the ground just to create that opening. The toes are flat on the ground. It makes a difference than if they're tucked. And we keep opening into the shoulders while opening into the thigh. And releasing. Grabbing the hands from behind, clasping and touching the palms if it's accessible, and forward fold to stretch the whole back chain of the body while still opening the shoulders. Here again with some intuitive movements, including twisting and walking the legs on one spot, bending one knee, stretching the other, and changing sides. Gently releasing the hands and placing them on the back of the head, pulling the head towards the ground, hips towards the sky to decompress the vertebrae of the spine, stretching the whole back chain of the body. After all these hours of sitting and compressing the body, slowly getting up. And we're going into some down dog, up dog with assisted on the chair, pushing the hips towards the chair, the chest towards the sky, very active in your back toes, squeezing the glutes, and then sliding back to that assisted chair down dog. And you can take it as slow or as fast as you need to, spending time in one position more than the other, taking care of the whole back and front chain of the body, stimulating blood circulation, taking care of the joints, adding twists if that's what your body asks. We already did a couple of those twists, but as you already said, the spine would always appreciate some extra stretches and twists. And that's it, friends. Less than 10 minutes, warming up the whole body, getting the blood flowing. Thank you for joining me today. And if you liked it, don't forget to subscribe and like this video. Till next time.